One book, one idea. Killers of the Flower Moon by David Grann. And one of the most interesting ideas in the book is that some of the darkest chapters in history weren't hidden because there was no evidence. They were hidden because too many people benefited from the silence. Welcome to Book Labyrinth, where we unravel the stories behind the pages. Before reading this, I knew Native Americans had been forced off their land, but I had no idea how far greed and corruption went after the Osage Nation became incredibly wealthy from the oil beneath what everyone once dismissed as worthless land. Instead of being allowed to control their own fortunes, many Osage people were placed under white guardians who were supposed to protect them, but often exploited them, controlling everything they spent and treating successful adults like children. Then the situation became even more horrifying. Members of the Osage community began dying one after another through shootings, poisonings, explosions, and other suspicious deaths, all while local authorities looked the other way or were tangled in the same web of corruption. What shocked me most was realizing this wasn't simply the story of one murderer. It was a conspiracy sustained by ordinary people, powerful institutions, and a culture that believed the victims didn't deserve their wealth or even equal justice. As the investigation finally reached the newly formed Bureau of Investigation, Tom White and his team slowly uncovered the truth, despite disappearing witnesses, intimidation, and countless obstacles. Even after convictions were secured, Grann continued digging through historical records and found evidence suggesting the real scale of the crimes was much larger than anyone had acknowledged. That part stayed with me because it showed that justice isn't always finished when a trial ends, especially when history itself has been rewritten through omission. I also appreciated how the book balances true crime with history, making every discovery feel personal rather than distant. By the final page, I wasn't just thinking about the murders. I was thinking about how easily an entire nation's suffering can fade from public memory if nobody keeps asking difficult questions. This book reminded me that remembering uncomfortable truths isn't about dwelling on the past. It's about recognizing how silence, prejudice, and unchecked greed can survive into the present if we stop paying attention. If there's a book you'd like me to review, just drop the title in the comments. Need the ebook? Message me on Telegram. And if this video was useful to you, a small coffee donation goes a long way in keeping this channel going.